Okay, hi, ladies and gentlemen. Bunker 922. Trigun. Stargaze. This was episode 2. This one, was very emotional. So, the episode starts off, we get introduced to a few characters. You might think we remember Brad. I think this was in season 1. And these other characters. And this new character, Jessica. Now, their installation, which I was thinking the original anime, is on, where the planet is with the plants and everything, but in a different location. So she takes off in a spaceship after they're talking about how they've made a connection with the vessels that are coming from Earth to come to this planet. I think the planet's called Lost No Man's Land. So, and the episode, obviously, is episode 2, season 2, called Unforgiven. But the focus is actually with the guy who's been taking care of Vash, calls him Eric, named Homberd? Homberd? Butcher that name, probably. Hoppered. Hoppered the Gauntlet. He's actually part of the Gung Ho Guns, I think. And he takes care of Vash until Jessica shows up. And they see the state of that he is in. And while this is happening, we're getting flashbacks of Hoppered, who takes care of this woman, who is named Eric's. Eventually, the picture comes into play where, when last July happened, Vash destroyed the city. And this woman died. So, Hoppered is obviously upset. But he never killed him, Vash. He takes care of him and everything, and when Jessica shows up, he kind of basically, just to get him out of his funk, and having any memories or whatnot, basically has him, excuse me, basically has him duel him for Jessica. And he actually shows up, and they have this fight that basically ends up being where Hopper is killed. But what was interesting about this episode was the connection with Hoppered, I can't even say that name, Hoppered, the Gauntlet, with Vash and this woman that, Hoppered was trying to save, but she died because of Julai. So what ends up happening, the fight happens. He takes out Hoppered, meets with Jessica, but then Hopper just tells him to kill him. And he says, basically to Vash, you live to suffer. Now, the episode does teeter off in this emotional moment. Jessica's hugging him, and he tells her, let's go find Brad and save them. We go from that to Millie and Meryl in the car driving. They hear on the radio that Vash is alive. An eyewitness report says he's been found. And Meryl tells Millie, don't listen to that account. Got to see with your own eyes. And Millie tells Meryl, look at the road. And right in front of them is Wolfwood. And he gets a little bit of comedy, I guess, in the episode to really lighten the mood. Gets completely run over by them, and he goes flying in the air. And that's where the episode ends. Overall, I do like what they're doing here with this season, Trigun Stargaze, because it is following the anime, but mostly the manga, and it's going in the same path, in the same direction. So it's done in a way that makes me think, okay, I can see now that this is going to go in a good direction, you know, based on how the original anime was. And we're going to get more battles. We're going to get the confrontation between him and Millions Eyes Knives. And it's going to have a very thoughtful and concrete conclusion. But basically the same thing happened in the original anime. The only difference was that it was framed differently. It was framed differently, and it was cut short immediately, and went right straight to him fighting knives and all that business. But I liked how this was done. You actually get a real emotional output. You get some guy who lost somebody from Lost July, and Vash was a part of it. And he basically tells him, you live to suffer. And that is the whole mantra of Vash. He is not allowed to die. He's only allowed to suffer in this land. So, but I thought it was a good episode. I'm going to give this not going to go full 9. Not going to go full 9 out of 10. I would still say 8.5 out of 10. Because it was mostly him and Hoppered. And the pulling here and there and everything between. Nothing really of concrete besides that really happens. But I'm still giving it 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good, pretty good. Music was good. Animation is the way it is. But I think it's growing on me. It definitely is growing on me. I liked what season 1 did, and the animation wise here is putting forth first foot forward. But that's all I got for you guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Tomorrow I'm going to end up doing Hell's Paradise. So yeah, we're going to full gear here. We got Kaizen, we got Trigun, we got Hell's Paradise. This is going full bore. But we'll see how this all transpires with these 3 animes. This is Baka922. I'll catch you guys later.